How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fight. What's going on, people?
What you don't know but should about the slave trade happening in Libya right now. Now, of course, this is being reported as of November the 29th, 2017, which is yesterday and stuff. As a picture was taken back in November the 27th, shows African immigrants sitting in a plaqued room in the beds and blankets at Tariq Ali Detention Center on outskirts of Libya's capital. Now, I want you to go on Google and stuff and look up Libya and stuff. So this way you can see a lot of the slave trade that's going on. So just put in Libya slave trade and stuff. You can see the pictures and stuff. And I want to tell you the story that's going on. So while I'm telling you the story, you can see the pictures. Immigrants and refugees stuck in Libya are being sold into slavery. CNN reported earlier this month the combination of Libya splitting government in the wake of Muammar failed in an influx of people in Nigeria has led to a situation where stranded men and women are being held against their will, in some cases sold into slavery or even prostitution. As shocking as it seems, it indeed true. The reason the slave trade is happening is because there is really no rule of law across the much of Libya. Leonard Doyle of International Organization of Immigration told Al that each year for the past 3 years, more than 150,000 immigrants and refugees has crossed Europe and Libya, in hopes to make it their way to a new life. It is tremendously a journey. More than 3,000 people have drowned each of the past 4 years crossing across the Mediterranean Sea. Recently have help from Italy. The Liberians Coast Guard has been captured vessels smuggling people into Europe. The estimated between 400,000 and 1 million immigrants may now be trapped in Libya, where the vulnerable population is preyed upon by smugglers and other criminals and elements who rob, rape, and murder them. We cannot even guess the scale of abuse inflicted to the immigrants in all other hidden places untouched by the rule of the law, UN Human Rights Commissioner Zaid Al said in September's statement. The situation of immigrants crossing Libya was appalling during Gafa area, but has been diabolically since. Smugglers who are now unable to get the people who have often sold all their possessions in order to pay their way into Europe, holding them against their will. When warehouses overflow, immigrants run out of money to pay for smugglers. Some are being sold into slavery. CNN reported footage as far as men being sold for $400 and a farm laborer at a nighttime auction of Libya. The reporting sparked global outrage as far as international organization now making an effort to investigate the situation, providing transportation for stranded immigrants. On Wednesday, nearly 250 Nigerian immigrants returned to their home country. Officials now Nigeria has been working into International Organization of Immigration and told CNN that a total of 500,000 Nigerians come back to Liberia in the past year. Who is Samuel Echo? As more outlets started covering the slave trade in Libya, various celebrities have drawn attention to the issue. One of the professional soccer players' name came up as far as connection, as far as the coverage. His name was Samuel, a former professional soccer player, a striker in Chelsea International, Milan, and Barcelona, and Cameron, who was recently rumored to charter a plane to fly immigrants out of Libya, and back to their home nation. Now, he has denied claims Wednesday and says that his countrymen and used the time to prevent other brothers in, being deprived of their dignity and stuff. And other celebrities, public figures have spoken out against the slavery of Libya, and including civil rights activists as far as Al-Sharpton, actress Tessa Thompson, artists as far as Common, and Pharrell Williams. And of course, you can go on Tessa Thomas. She also has something on her Instagram page. I think it's Instagram or it's Twitter. Okay. So while President Trump has not commented specifically on the reports of Libya, he did tweet about CNN internationally speaking fake news after stories about the slave trade was posted. And I don't even want to read what he put up here, because it can be fake news. We're looking at bodies. Anyway, Libyan media seized the statements and used it as to try to discredit CNN reporting about the slave trade as far as the country. Here are possibilities arise as far as the channel published as far as the reports of slavery in Libya to secure yet hitting political objectives as far as Libyans broadcasting said. Adding this striking that the president comments came just days after the report. Better yet, let me read what the president said. And of course, he put on Twitter, at Fox News, it's much important in the United States than CNN, but outside of U.S., CNN International is still a major source of fake news. As they represented our nation in the world very poorly, the outside world does not see the truth for them. That's what he put as far as November the 25th, 2017. Says how to help. There are a few ways to help stop the slave trading in Libya. By Bristol pouring out of most applaud posts and raising awareness as far as 400 million people enslaved worldwide, supported international organizations for immigration, which is working in Libya, helped to protest migrants as far as countries donating a global anti-slavery organization like Free the Slaves and End Slavery Now, as far as projects that also include working to end slavery around the world. People wanted to help, but can also advocate through investigation to Libya by United Nations, and called on the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, to push strong and swift action to combat the issue. Supported organizations like the United Refuge Agency, the World Food Programs, Oxfam, Save the Children, and Medicine, without the E, Sans Frontiers, that fight the root cause of slavery, such as extreme poverty and displacement, help refuge over the vulnerability as far as the population. It has also been suggested that people wanting to help stop the slave trade in Libya should hold corporations accountable. It's been reported that Facebook, for instance, was reportedly used to broadcast videos to immigrants held against their will. There, another side of the coin, people wanted to help seek out companies that combat slave laborers for supply chain. So this is the thing that's going on. In case you want to find exactly what was going on about Libya, I wanted to put it out here and stuff, because there's a lot going on and stuff, and basically you don't see nothing too much on the news and stuff. But as of course with me, I'm going to put it and stuff to let you know what's going on. Hopefully you'll share this video to try to get the word out as far as you can, as much as you could do. Like I said before, I love your feedback on this. Like I said, you can see me you could also check me out on Instagram. That's Raven Over That's Raven underscore over on Instagram. That's Raven underscore over. This way you get a chance to see a lot more of my life. And as you already know, I'm doing this video and stuff, and it's very, very draining. You know, and if you go on Google and stuff, you can see the pictures of them, and it just, you know, my eyes are swollen up with tears and stuff, and I have to compose myself for this video. But I'm going to tell you, this video is so draining to me. And I know some of you say, Raven, why do you keep doing these videos? Because you know how they do you. And I know I haven't taken my stress pills and stuff as far as my depression and stuff for high blood pressure. But, you know, I try to stay away from these type of stories because it kills me. You know, it's just amazing how much of this world that you keep finding out stuff that's supposed to change that has not changed. And I talked about this before and stuff. And sometimes I wish I could just shake people and just make them see stuff. But I can only do what I could do. But anyway, I put it out here and stuff because I love you. And like I said before, thank you for watching. You can see more as far as Raven's life, as far as Instagram. That's Raven underscore over. That's Raven underscore over Instagram. This chance to see a lot more of my life and living. And be safe out here. And I love you.